I'm back. Hey, everybody. Listen, this is Kim Talks. I am back. I know I've been gone for quite some time, y'all. It has been a whirlwind of things. Can't even get out my mouth. It's like a tongue twister. But listen, I'm here to talk about it. It is December, the last month of the year. So I just want to come on and shout out to my listeners that have been truly hanging in with me. I do apologize. I've been gone for quite some time. But again, I'm back. Yes, I am. And I'm up here trying to get into this holiday season. Trying not to be like the Grinch for those that are viewing me on other platforms where you can actually see me, like YouTube and Apple Podcasts. You'll see I have my Grinch shirt on, I have Grinch socks on, and all of that. But I'm not trying to have the Grinch spirit, just trying to make good of this holiday, what's left of this holiday season, because it's right around the corner. So good evening to those that are listening. For those that might catch me tomorrow, good morning. Those that might catch me late in the midnight hour because you can't sleep and you turn on the podcast for Kim Talks, hey. So, gosh, where do we start? Where do we begin? Well, just sit down, take a seat, grab you something to drink or something as I mosey along. And if it seems like I'm all over the place, that's because I've been all over the place. Stay with me, okay? Won't hold you long. I know it's Sunday and football season is on. A lot of football is on. The Texans and the Cardinals is playing. That's my team, the Texans. You got the Raiders playing. You got, everybody playing today, okay? So, if your team ain't playing right now, come on, sit down with me for a while as I try to finish this holiday tree and everything. Now, for those of y'all that just, you don't do the holiday season or whatever, please don't come for me. I do. And I'm still trying to get this tree together. Y'all, I've been so all over the place. It's taking me over a week to try to get this tree together. Okay? And I'm trying my best, okay? And let me also apologize for the lighting, because I know some people going to say, oh, her lighting wasn't too good. You can't really see how the tree looking. I'm going to turn off the lights before we go off, okay? So you can see how far I've gotten with some lights on here. Let's get started. All right, viewers, listeners, both. In the last couple of months, sometimes we use the term life has been lifing. As for me, it's a little bit more than that. It's been some dramatic things that has happened, and it's caused me to just shut down. And a lot of y'all already know what it feels like to be shut down. You shut off from the world. You don't know what is happening. You feel like you're in a whirlwind, like a roller coaster, and you want to get off this bumpy ride. You want to get out of this storm, and you can't. You got to ride it through. So this is what I've been doing for over a month, been riding it through. There's a couple of things that's taken place that has caused me just to kind of shut down and be quiet. One, I was actually, working, having a good time, doing what I need to do, pay bills like everybody else, trying to figure out, what I'm going to do for, the month of November, December. And this was in October. So it all takes place in October, okay? And I get a phone call, I'm at work, and I get this phone call from another friend I used to work with, and she says, Kim, our girl is gone. I'm like, gone where? And who are you talking about? And she goes on to say, I won't say her name, but she said her name. And I'm like, well, where's she gone to? Because I've been trying to call. Look, I was so work and everything was so chaotic at the time. I wasn't catching it. My mind wasn't clicking. And so, and every time I would say her name, like, hey, so-and-so, come on, tell me what, and she was quiet. Little did I know she was crying. So I said, wow. Then I got it. And I said, please, please don't tell me that. Please don't tell me. I'm like, we just had a good time. We just, was on at an event, a boat, went on a boat ride, excursion, and had a good time, all white party. We just, living our best life. And you mean to tell me my friend that I met when I was working in center at this medical facility, and we just became friends. She told me a lot about her hometown, that where she was from. She was from Louisiana, and so that kind of clicked with me because I lived many years in Louisiana, and she's from New Orleans, you heard me? And so I just couldn't believe it. We was just together, like what happened? She wasn't sick. So all of that took place, and I kind of like was trying to pull myself together but losing myself at the same time because, when you got a friend, let me say that, you gotta appreciate and be grateful. Because we talk to a lot of people, we associate with a lot of people, but do we call a lot of people our friend, okay? I'm talking about the kind of friends, y'all done done everything together, y'all done had each other back, y'all done lied for each other, you done fell out, but you're still gonna be friends, because that's what we are, we friends, And that really hurt me. That hurt me a whole lot. Okay. The week after, week and a half later, I found out I was unemployed. Like the company I work for, which is a big, big company, told me that they were eliminating my whole department. Oh yeah, eliminating my whole department and effective immediately. Y'all, if you have never been laid off and you feel like the ground was snatched from up under you, my God, today, can you imagine? Can you imagine what it felt like? I felt like a rug was snatched from under me. I felt like somebody had hit me in my chest all over again. Like the wind had come out. Like, what? What did you say? Huh? That was my reaction. And it was probably about close to 50 of us on a Zoom call that we got the news. Our whole department has been eliminated. Y'all, I work for a major, major company. And again, I'm not going to say what that company is. But it really threw me for a loop. Now, here I got my friend, that's my good friend, my good girlfriend, my home girl, has died all of a sudden. Left a small child, okay? Was married for 11 years. No health problems that we are aware of, and just up and died, okay? Then I found out that I don't have a job, okay? That was another blow. Another blow. I had to travel, out of state for services. And I was so messed up. Until the fact that I couldn't even go to the cemetery because that was just going to be the end of me right there. I just could not do it. I was so outdone. You ever been so outdone that all you want to do was just get out from the spot you was in? That's just where I was. Okay. Another thing happened when I got home, and I knew it was coming, but I didn't know how fast I was going to have to deal with my mom. She had back surgery. And so I knew it wasn't going to be so intense, of a back surgery. But back surgery is back surgery to me, And so I knew we were planning, and then all of a sudden, my mom called me, oh yeah, I'm good. They've scheduled me to have back surgery next week. I was not prepared. I was not prepared. Because when I say I wasn't prepared to have to do the things I needed to do. they made it sound like, oh, we're just going to put this pain device in her back, because my mother has scoliosis, okay? So we're just going to put this device in her back. It's called, I think, a pain stimulator. And, she's going to be good. She'll be back to herself in about 2 weeks. That was a whole lie. And then if anybody know me, my favorite thing to say, that was a whole lie. Because it was not 2 weeks. Right now, it's been really going at the week 7. And so I wanted my mom to stay with me because that was the best place for her to stay instead of trying to run back. I mean, I live a distance from my mother, and so I had her to stay with me. So, we helped her, and she did. She was quite independent, and when she got a little bit of strength back, she started really doing for herself. But, we were there, to help her get in and out of bed, make sure she get her medications, make sure she, she eat until she was well enough to start doing a few things on her own. So, at that time that was going on, I'm still dealing with this other stuff, but it kind of like I had to shift gears because I had to be there for my mom because I know my mom would have done the same for me. And so that was a lot going on right there. I never had a chance to scream about this whole situation. I cried and I mourned over my friend. The job wise, here I am at a certain age, and jobs are not easy to find. Yeah, they say they got plenty out there, whatever, but when you got mortgage, when you got car note, you got insurance, I mean, your health insurance is gone, okay? That means any medications that you're taking right now, you got to pay for it, okay? All that, is going on. And I have nothing? Are you serious right now? So a lot of that played on my mind, and I never had a chance to get by myself and really scream and I wanted to just get in my bed and crawl up in a ball, but I didn't have time to do that because I had other responsibilities going on. I still had to run a household. I still had to, tend to my mother, taking her to follow-up appointments and all of that. So, it was a lot, and I suppressed a lot on the inside. And a lot of y'all know what that is, to suppress some stuff on the inside of you. It does not feel good at all. I promise you it don't feel good. Because you want to scream so bad. You want to let go so bad. But you got to keep it all together. You got to be the strong one. Even when you're tired of being the strong one. Can anybody really relate to that? Let me know. Because I'm trying to find a good way to handle it. And at the same time, not worry my children, not worry other family members. Everything's going to be okay, trying to stay in a positive attitude. But y'all, I feel like I was in a living hell. I won't even lie to you. That's what I felt like. I was in a living hell and I wanted out. And it was going to take more than water to get me out. Okay? So I was going through all of that, and it caused me to shut down. It caused me, not to talk. And actually, I literally recorded a podcast when I was feeling, feeling all out of the way. But I recorded it, and I was trying to keep myself from crying, and I think I recorded it for like maybe 15, 20 minutes. And I have not even uploaded it because I didn't have enough strength. I thought I did to push, submit. I didn't, and I thought I did. And it was one of these times maybe I will upload and let y'all see that or whatever. But I just didn't have the goal in me. After I did it, I was done. I was done. And so that's just where I was at. It's where I am. And so that's why I hadn't been there. So it was more than life was life. And, it was more than that. I can't even find, all the words that I can describe how I was feeling and stuff. So, I'm coming back to myself. No, I still don't have a job. I'm still looking. Yes, I am. I've been in healthcare forever. And, nothing yet. So, like I said, they say it's a lot of jobs out here. But I didn't get the memo. I said, am I getting punished for having a couple degrees behind me? Am I punished? I'm still paying for those degrees, okay? All right? Advantage, Sally Mae, whoever, if you got student loans, y'all know what I'm talking about, they still want their money. Okay? Sally Mae, Advantage, I don't know what's another one called, Wells Fargo. They got student loans out there. Let me tell you something. That's the government, and they the only ones can take all you got. Though there are options and things, resources that you can do to put stuff in forbearance, but that's another conversation for another day. I just needed to let everyone that listens to me, Kim Talk, if I let y'all know what was going on and what have you. Like I said, this is not practice. This is just something I decide I feel up to it. I think I want to talk. And so therefore, Kim got on here because Kim likes to talk. That's why it's called Kim Talks. And so I just wanted to really just let folks know where I'm at. And I'm not the only one that's been hurting here. I'm not the only one that's been trying to survive. It is, you know what? When parents used to tell us we need to stay in a child's place, baby, if I could go back to being in that child's place, I would never have tried to rush being an adult. Because being an adult, it ain't all what it's cracked up to be. I'm going to tell you that right now. It's really not. We, wanted to grow up, wanted to hurry up being an adult so I could do what I want to do, go where I want to go, all that. Let me tell you something, as an adult, I still can't go where I want to go, because if that money in that account say you can't go, guess what? I have to stay my little tail right on back in my house. I still got rules to follow. They call the adult rules of the world. That part. So it's been crazy, y'all. It's been crazy. My mother is doing so much better. I'm so glad she's finally is back in her own home, and she pretty much is enjoying that being in her own home. So I'm grateful for that she's still healing, but she is doing very well. So I'm grateful for that. So as far as my friend, I check in with her spouse and the little boy and, the family members, and just, see how they doing, see where they are, give encouragement words. Because, anybody will tell you after the services are over, everybody's there when it's fresh. Everybody. When it's fresh, you got people calling, you got people coming by, people bringing food. I mean, people at your beck and call. But when the services are over, the calls get fewer to none. See, people go on back to their own life. But that person is still in that, feeling destroyed, defeated. Their other half is gone. So, he asked, hey, y'all, please don't stop calling me. And I'm trying my best to honor that. Okay. Because you would want it. I would want the same thing for my family, It's rough out here, y'all. It's really, really rough and everything. So that's probably why it's taking so long to get this here tree together, okay? And so I'm trying. I still got things, y'all. I got my nativity set here. I'm trying to get this together. And, y'all, I got my little candles going. And, oh, child, I got a few lights. Y'all probably can't see them, a little bit of garland and everything. And I found this other little piece, y'all. Let me show y'all. I found this. I had so much holiday stuff, I don't know what you want to call them. I call them one of the three wise men, Got lights on them and everything. So I'm still trying to get stuff together and everything. Been finding a few things, like the elf, all you do is stick it in there. So been trying to get that in there. And one of my neighbors was so thoughtful. Let me find it. She, it's on my other tree. I have another tree, a little bitty tree in there. But, these little simple little elf on the shelves. One of my neighbors actually did about 3. And she put our last names on them in the year that she did it. So I have some of those out. So I'm just trying my best to get things together and just be in the holiday spirit and stuff, and all of that. And what are y'all doing for the holiday season? What y'all cooking? I'm like, I don't even know. I thought about some oxtails. I've been wanting me some smoked oxtails, y'all, and some rice dressing. That's dirty rice for those that don't know what I'm talking about. I've been wanting me some of that. But y'all know them doggone oxtails is really, really high. So, but I wanted that. I don't want chicken, and please don't give me no dressing. But if it's real, real cold, because I usually do one or two meats because I'm not cooking for the next 3-4 days. So I said, well, if it's really, really cold like it is right now, I might go ahead on and make me a good gumbo. Um, Make me a seafood gumbo and stuff. So I don't know, cause I just can't do chicken and sausage. I call it a cheap man gumbo. But hey, baby, that's what you like, baby. Eat on, enjoy your meal. So, but as for me in my house, I'm gonna do me a seafood gumbo. But I often wonder how you do a seafood gumbo and don't throw you a little chicken in it. I don't care if it's just some chicken tenders. How you do that? I don't even know. I guess I'm gonna have to look that up. So, but I think it's gonna be more of a combination, a chicken seafood gumbo, and I'm gonna make me a big pot and over there and pour that over some rice, sure enough. And you gotta make some potato salad, but I'm not feeling no potato salad. For those that don't know, people from Louisiana, a lot of times when they make gumbo, they have a side of potato salad. And so, and I know you pour it over rice or whatever. Don't argue with me, as I always hear other influencers say, don't argue with me, argue with your mom, okay? Because it goes together. Nah. So, I might do something like that. But anyway, y'all, I'm back. I hope to start January, the first of the year, 2026, with a bang, all up stuff, things that are coming up, things that I wish to bring to the platform here. So I want y'all, encourage y'all to please listen, please comment. Let me know you're out there. Hope I didn't lose you, because I've been gone for a little time. But like I say, life was lifing. It was a whirlwind. It was crazy. I felt shut down and stuff. And I know I'm not the only one. Some folks are feeling shut down just in this holiday season. Holiday, Christmas coming, New Year's coming. They got small kids. Oh, look, my stuff already dropping. And well, I'll put it back on in a minute. But anyway, holidays is right around the corner. They don't even know if they're going to be able to provide for their families and what have you. Don't even know where their next meal is coming from. Can't even get any help, from the government. Can't get no EBT card. Nothing. Like, everything is pretty much cut out. And people are in that situation. So, share your holidays. Invite people over for dinner. Share a meal. I said, if anything I can do, I can't give you no money, but I can feed you. I can give you a plate of food. That's what I can do. So, y'all, like I say, I feel like I'm talking all over the place, but I've been all over the place. Actually, I really, really have. I have been all over the place, and that's just the way I feel, but I'm getting better every day. Y'all, why am I knocking more stuff off the tree than what I'm able to put on here? Ain't that about something? I don't know. I'll fix it. I done knocked so much off this tree, y'all. I done knocked this little ribbon off. Lordy, have mercy. I'm going to get this together, y'all. I'm going to get it together. But until next time, y'all, listen. Y'all stay good. Stay prayed up. Okay? Please do that. It is a cold, rough world out here. And let me tell you, time ain't waiting for nobody to do nothing. So take a stand, because that's what I'm having to do. Encourage yourself. That's what I'm having to do. Stay motivated. Read something. Look at something that's inspiring, uplifting. That is what I'm doing. I'm not telling the viewers or the listeners of Kim Talk to do anything that I would not do, because I'm doing that. I'm trying to encourage myself every day. Every day I get up and say, this is the day. Every day. This is the day for greatness. This is the day for opportunity. This is the day that doors will be open that no man can close. I get up and I say that every day. So as we go into the new year, okay, hey, begin to start saying that. Begin to start speaking positive things over yourself. Don't wait for nobody to do it, because can nobody speak more positive over you than you. So do you. Okay, I'm going to get on off of here real quick, and I'm going to finish this little tree and stuff. I got my little lights. Let me turn off this little light I got and show y'all the kind of lights I got going on this tree. Hold on. Turn off this light. Okay, so this is the way it's looking. I got all kind of I don't know if y'all can see me. I got all kind of what do you call this? Different, kind of lights up that I can switch, and it can just go. And I don't have music on there because that music stuff gets on my nerves or whatever. So this is as far as I've gotten with this tree. I'm still working on it. Don't talk about me because I'm not a decorator at all. But listen, y'all be good. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I've been here on too long. Football is on. And I got some things I got to do. And I ain't even cooked dinner yet. I don't know what y'all cooking. I'm going to make me some okra and shrimp. It's okra, chicken, and shrimp. We just call it okra. So that's what I think I'm going to cook. I already got my chicken in there being clean right now. So I'll see y'all for the new year, January 2026. Stay good. All right. Thank y'all for listening. Bye.